Hi, welcome to this module presentation. So my module is Sensor Systems and Applications. So it will be an elective in your third year. So you'll be starting your third year, which is an important year. So I guess I've worked with you for the Principles of Software Development module. Now I'm offering this elective on Sensor Systems and Application, DGT 3099. So I'll try to give you a quick overview of this module so as you can make a decision whether you really want to do this module or not. So let me proceed with the aim of this module. So basically, this module is related, it's very closely related to Internet of Things. Okay, so you will acquire understanding of some of the most important principles of Internet of Things and sensor system. So synonymous to of sensor system is Internet of Things basically. Okay, so however, we will not discuss only the sensors or whatever. We are also going to discuss about the architectures, the standards, the protocols that are used in sensor systems, in Internet of Things systems. So this module is structured in two parts. The first part is a technical part where you will be shown, we will discuss about all the types of sensors, the architectures, the communication between the sensors, the protocols that we use. These are the technical part. And then there will be a second part, part two, where we are going mainly to discuss about the different application areas of a sensor systems and IoT. For example, environment monitoring, healthcare, smart homes. We are going to take actual systems that have been developed and analyze those systems in terms of their sensors, in terms of the technologies, in terms of the architecture that they have used. So basically, after completion of this module, you should be able to build like an IoT system, a small sensor system, and be able to demonstrate it. So let me proceed. Okay, so this is the first part I was telling you, the technical part, the technical content part. So at the start of this module, you'll be introduced to different types of sensors and actuators, whether it is electrical sensors, electromagnetic sensors, chemical sensors, optical sensors, mechanical sensors. So you'll be introduced to all those types of sensors. Next, we are going to discuss about different types of excuse me, microcontrollers. Okay, so main microcontroller that we are going to use in this module is Arduino, because we do have a number of Arduino board that we have already acquired that you will be using in the lab as well. So the Arduino board allow you to connect a few sensors and get the reading from those sensors. Then we are going also to discuss about the IoT architectures and platforms like Azure IoT, Amazon Web Services IoT, Google Cloud IoT. So these are a few platforms that we are going to discuss. Next, under the technical part, we are going to discuss about different access technologies. So at the end of the day, you need to communicate the data that are being captured by the sensors. So we need to use a proper communication technology. So we have BLE, we have Z-Wave, 6 low wireless span, LoRa, 1, Sigfox. So all these technologies will be discussed. And also messaging protocols, what messaging protocol the sensor use in order to exchange data. So MQTT, COAP, these are popular messaging protocols that we are going to discuss in this module. So this will be the technical part. The second part of the module will be on the application area. So we'll need to analyze, we'll need to study how IoT systems are being implemented, for example, for environment monitoring, for air pollution, for natural disaster, water quality. So all those falls under the environmental sensor systems. Then second application area that we are going to study, how do we apply sensor system and IoT in agriculture, for precision agriculture, for animal tracking, for example. We are going also to discuss about healthcare monitoring, industrial monitoring systems, transportation and logistic, security and surveillance applications. So all these are application domains, and we are going to study what are existing system, actual system that have been implemented, what technologies they have used, what architecture they have used, what types of sensors they have used in order to build actual IoT systems. So this will be in part two. Okay, so one very important component in this module will be the laboratory, the labs, the different labs. I have already designed a few labs to familiarize you with the different sensors, how to build circuit, how to connect sensors to a microcontroller board, and how to read the data from sensors. So these you will actually be doing it in the lab. There are progressive lab that have already designed, for example, how to program an Arduino board. We'll be using Arduino programming, the Arduino IDE. You will be introduced to the Arduino IDE, and you will start writing your own Arduino a program. So very simple program that we'll start with is writing a program in order to switch on a LED, switch off a LED, and do a pattern of a LED blinking. So these are a few things that we are going to do at the start. But as we proceed, you will start controlling a servo motor, for example, turning a servo motor at a particular speed. So these are things that you are going to do in the lab with actual equipment, actual sensors, and Arduino microcontroller board. So lab is a very important component in this module for you to understand all the IoT concepts and the sensor concept being taught. Another very important component in this module will be the mini project. Okay, so this will be part of your assignment. There will be a main assignment, which I'm calling a mini project. And this you will do it only in the second semester, uh, where you will have to apply everything that you have learned in this module to build a small sensor system, a small IoT system. Okay, I will give you the flexibility to choose what kind of system you want to build. Okay, so for example, last year, a student have built, for example, smart dustbin, heart rate monitoring system, Arduino lighting control system. These are smart pet monitoring systems. So these are kind of projects that students have worked on. There are some equipment that we will be providing, but otherwise there are some very cheap sensors that we can acquire for the mini project. So you will have to normally this will be done in group, and you will have to demonstrate your IoT system, your sensor system at the end in the lab, and this will be part of of your assignment. Actually, the exam will be only 60%, and a continuous assessment will be 40% in this module. So you will have two class tests and one main assignment, which will be the mini project. Let me continue. Okay, there are some prerequisites though for you to choose this module. So last year I had too many students choosing this module, and I had to do two different labs. So hopefully this year I want a small group to choose this module, so as I can do only one lab with one small group of students. So one very important prerequisite for you to choose this module, you should be motivated to learn new things, motivated to learn about sensors, about Arduino, how do we connect those sensors, how do we read data, how do we transmit those data to a cloud platform. So there are a few things you're going to learn, but you should be regular with your lectures in lab. This is mandatory. You will see that in this module I will not be giving you a lot of work to do outside the module. Most of our work will be done during the lectures and during the labs. I understand that in your third year you will have your a final year project that you'll need to concentrate on. So this is why I will try to give you most of the tasks to do during the lectures and the lab. So it is mandatory. It will be very important that you are regular, you attend all your lectures and lab. So if you see that you won't be able to be regular with respect to lectures and lab, it's better you don't choose this module. So I want motivated student. I want students who are ready to put in the extra effort, because to build circuit, to connect sensors to Arduino board and everything, you will need to put in the necessary effort. I will be there to assist, but you will need to put in the efforts to be able to build your own circuit and see things happening with respect to your a sensor system. You should be ready to explore new tools and technologies. Okay, and you should be doing a lot of critical thinking in this module, because for those application areas, for example, one typical question in the exam will be how can give an innovative, a new idea of a system that can be an IoT system that can be implemented, for example, in agriculture. So you need to be able to think about how we can apply such technologies in order to do animal health monitoring, in order to do environmental monitoring, in order to do plant monitoring for disease control. So these are things that I want you to think in this module. So right now, obviously, IoT sensor system is an important topic, is a hot topic. There are lots of development being done in the area. So developing competence in this area actually is a good thing, is something that many people are looking. So I think I've been very brief. When we start the module, I'll be giving more details, but the most important components I have already explained in this video presentation. So again, you have to choose two elective, if I'm not mistaken, in your third year. Choose your elective properly. So obviously, if you're going for an IoT project, final year project, so it's good that you choose this module, because you will learn all the basics of your how to develop an IoT system in this module. But I'm again stressing on the point that I want motivated student. I want student who are ready to put in the extra effort to attend all lectures and lab, who are serious with respect to the module. Otherwise, you may find yourself in difficulties if you're not attending the lab, you're not doing the necessary tasks that are being given to you in this module. So I hope with these few words you will be able to make your decision. So I will those who are going to choose this module, I will see you in my lectures. So thank you. Bye bye.